Peace be with you. These are the Great Smoky Mountains, and God is an artist. It is amazing, the sights, the sounds. You know, people tell me it requires faith that God created all of this, and as a former atheist, I generally see the emptiness in the arguments that I used to make. You know, atheists, they like to pride themselves on science, quote unquote. They like to view themselves as scientific and that all their beliefs are based on empirical evidence, things that we can prove. But the fact remains is you cannot disprove with any evidence we have collected in the history of humanity that there is no God. You can't. So as a scientist, that is still a possibility. And if you have discounted that possibility, then you are certainly not a scientist. So that's like one thing that with atheists that I really have a problem with. You're not as scientific as you think you are. You know, the belief that there was nothing, or that there was something so concentrated that it exploded and it gave birth to everything, and then these trees grew, and then this nuclear reactor in the sky kicked in without which we cannot live, and that this dirt just composed itself into all of us, including human beings, because we are the dirt we walk on. Exactly as God says, we are made of this dirt. This dirt grows the food for something. We are in the food chain from the dirt. Without it, we are nothing. We are created from it. So when the atheists say, this is what happened, well, that's not really what happened. You have no proof. You may believe that that's what happened, but you don't even know how much of the observable universe, unobservable universe, you can't see. So it's just silliness that human arrogance has raised him so high that he thinks that he knows the universe, and all he has is faith in himself instead of having faith in God. So atheism is a dangerous and a delusional state of mind. I'm not saying all atheists are bad. I know some atheists of excellent morals, as far as I'm aware, you know. But there are atheists like myself, who I was formerly, that are purely deluded in their sense of knowledge and understanding of the world, because they think that they're operating on facts, where in fact they're operating on faith, and they're not scientific at all. And not only that, as a former atheist, I know how I was as an atheist, and I know how I am as a Muslim. And we need this kind of guidance. You know, you're born blank slate. You have to find the right guidance. And everybody's always yapping in your ear on what you should be. Education, popular culture, your own parents, your friends. God help you if you got dumbass friends. And they give you dumbass advice. And then your dumbass ends up in prison, right? Almost happened to me, almost happened to my friends, almost happened to all of us, just because we were stupid. So the worst thing you can have is dumb friends who give you dumb advice. But it doesn't matter. All of it is programming. Our moral compass, it doesn't exist until somebody writes on it. You as a kid, you don't know nothing. Your moral compass depends on the society you live in, on the values you receive from your environment. And that is why. And that is why being a Muslim is so important. Being in obedience to God is so important, because it's good for you. It's good advice. And all I can do is try to make videos to like, hey, look, man, God is giving you good advice. It's not even me talking, but I took that advice and my life got better. My inside life got better. And I knew I wasn't an evil person anymore. I knew I still make mistakes, but I knew I'm not that evil person anymore. We need the right programming, and the Quran is the right programming for how a human being should conduct themselves and how society should be structured. And that is no different on the moral basis. Throw the religious dogma from Islam and Christianity out of this. No different on a moral basis than Judeo-Christian teachings of justice and mercy and forgiveness. And that is religion from God. We need it, otherwise we're going to destroy ourselves. And that doesn't require faith. That's logic. That's science. Observable. Peace be with you.